to the guest lecture on lifestyle and nutritional management. Proper nutrition and lifestyle management remains one of the most unnoticed areas in today's busy world. In the current era, where numerous kinds of ailments persist, it is pointed to focus on a detailed discussion related to proper nutrition and lifestyle. Keeping this in view, we will be welcoming our speaker for today's session, Dr. Lakshita Sharma, who is currently working as an associate professor and health and head in dietetics and applied nutrition in MIT Medical School, MIT University, Gurgaon. We welcome you, ma'am. Now we will be having today's session by Dr. Lakshita Sharma, who is currently associated with MIT University, Gurgaon. She has a professional experience of more than 16 years. She is a gold medalist in BSc Home Science and MSc Food and Nutrition from Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. She has several publications in national and international journals of repute. 4 of her patents have been published in Indian Journal of Patents. She is a recipient of International Award in the category of contribution to education community organized under Asian Education Awards. She is also a recipient of Excellence by Indian Association of Parenteral and Internal Nutrition and MGA Awards Season 5. We are pleased to have you amongst us, ma'am. Now I welcome our respected speaker for today's session. Hope all of you take utmost advantage by listening to this session of today. And at the end, there will be a question and answer session. So that time you can unmute yourself and you can ask question if you are having any. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Pratibha, for such a detailed introduction. So our today's topic is lifestyle and nutritional management, and that is related to our day-to-day lives. And I hope my presentation is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. So lifestyle and nutrition management, as the COVID-19 progressed, so a special attention came to nutritional management because of the immunity boosters, and also there was only the treatment or the management left was to boost immunity or to have nutritional supplements. So that grabbed the attention, and today I'll talk about how to maintain your lifestyle, and also see the immunity building or the health maintenance is not a work of one day. So we have to be cautious every day, so that or the supplementation for 1 month will not help us to build our health to such an extent that we are able to fight the deadly diseases as well. So let us start with the nutritional management, and it is related to the time management as well, because the whole idea of eating is with time. So if we don't understand the value of time, then obviously the nutrition is also not, it does not work. It is not like nutrition is eat lot of salads, a lot of fruits, and now our diet is balanced, or we have to leave some nutrients, then only the nutrition is successful, or you are having a good meals. But it is the management with time, how we have to manage our time with the diet we take daily. So that is very important. So see, when we plan our day, we have all these lists in our meetings. So like we have to attend the classes, we have to attend the meetings, but we never plan our meal. So first and foremost, whenever we plan our lifestyle, is the meal timing should be managed or planned. It should be like every time you should be managing your meal timing. So yes, because we are surrounded by all these things, and when we talk about nutrition, so this all will be maintained by nutrition. Like car runs on petrol and our body runs on nutrition. So this is the basic concept behind maintaining the nutritional diet or a balanced diet, or the food you eat is very important. So your body, mind, spirit, family, work, happiness, love, wealth, health is with you. For example, you have fever. So are you able to attend your daily assignments, or you are attending the college? No, you can't. If you are not well, you won't be able to work properly. You won't be able to, giving your 100% to the, to your work or to your schedule, or you can't achieve your goals. So it is all related. And also, we are talking about well-being here. It's not only the health, and we are talking about well-being, like we are talking about the mental health as well. We are talking about like psychologically how we think, we behave. Nowadays I am looking at many of my students and many of my the young students, they are just 20 to 22 years of age, and they are suffering from big diseases like psychosis, like depression. And I always think, what has happened to the generation? Why students are suffering from such diseases that were not the diseases that were present in India? It is not our diseases. So what has happened that has affected so much that it is now the cases are coming up daily. So this is, we are teaching nutrition, and it is directly related to brain. And also we have to look forward whether the diet we are eating is nourishing the brain or not. If we talk about the definition of World Health Organization, it says that the composition of health is not only the physical health we are talking about. It is the health is when we are physically, socially, psychologically healthy. So this is composition of health. Social health, how we behave socially, how we behave with the people we meet, your peer group, our friend circle. Physical health, we know that how we are. For example, if you want to test your physical health, so take this test. We work 8 or 9 hours a day. So we start in the morning and we finish in the evening. So how many of you feel tired and you feel lethargic, or you are lying on the bed when you go home? You don't want to work further. एक होता है कि we have to complete the task, so we are working. But एक होता है कि the energy is drained, but you are working. So those of you feeling like our energy is drained after 8 to 9 hours, now we cannot work further. So we have to seriously look into that. That is not a good sign of a physical health, first of all. Like we can check ourselves. It doesn't mean that har bar we should tell, like go for blood test, or we check your B12 levels or check your nutritional levels. No, it is not mandatory, not necessary. You have to just see your physical signs, and it will tell you that how the nutritional status is there in your body, how much you are maintained. This is physical health. Or you are having headaches daily, or either twice a week or thrice a week you are having headache, you are feeling low, fogginess, you want to sleep, you are or in the lunchtime you don't want to work, you want to eat lunch and sleep. These are all physical signs that are showing that there is something lacking in the nutritional part. And further coming to the psychological part is the emotional control. Sometimes we say when we talk to our peers and socially that that person is always angry, that person is always irritable. So what is the reason that a person is irritable or a person is angry? So this is the psychological problems or the emotions that people face. And the science behind this, the person is not eating right. Yes, that this is the science, and lot of people don't know that if I am irritable much, if I am angry much, or I am not able to cope up my emotions, like in some of the cases I see that people easily they are crying, or easily they are very much upset on small things. So this is like the nutritional issues are there. So the health composition itself is telling you that the food that makes your body should be proper. So before setting your goals, so you have to set, our goals are, if we are educated, so we find students have the goal of getting a good job. The job may have, they think they should be promoted. We have goals in our life. Everybody has, and goals should be there. It is good to have goals, but always keep a goal of good health also. So when we will keep a goal of good health, that we have to achieve good health, then believe me, there would be no need of medications at any point of time in your life. So that is the human body management is very important to do that. When we say, I want a good health, now the composition. What is the composition of good health? How can you achieve it? Okay, one part is like to eat good. That is one thing. But there are other things, other factors that are also important, like how your body works. And our body works on time management. Like it has a biological clock. You wake up early and you sleep early. So that is the thing of your body. You should have a heavy breakfast, then a lighter lunch, then a lighter dinner. So why it is so? Why we have to divide our meals? Why we don't have? So what we do? We don't have a proper breakfast because we are running in the morning. So because the biological clock we are not following, we are running in the morning. We are grabbing a bite or a bar or a roll chapati, or maybe some people are running by drinking milk. They are not. You are not having a breakfast with a proper nutrients in it. Most of the working people or students are like that. When I teach in my class, so half of the class is without breakfast. Whenever I ask them, how many of you had breakfast? So only 50% students say, yes, I had breakfast. And 50%, what were you doing? Sleeping. Either they were late. So this is you have disturbed your biological clock. Your day should start with a heavy breakfast. So this is one thing. Then comes the mid-morning. Most of us do not think about of eating, or we have tea or biscuits or simple snacks at 11, 12, will be if the time allows. So that is the time management is very important with the meal timings. So I'll come to the how the meal should be divided in a day. I'll come to that point also. So let us understand what nutrition is and how it is. I am telling you with the starting with the basics. So I'm not going very technically, forward. So these are the nutrients, carbs, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and fiber that are important for one's body. We all know that. सबने सुना है carbs, proteins, fat के बारे में 10th class में पता चल जाता है. So now these all nutrients are important. So nowadays there are many diets available in the market: high carb diet, low carb diet, low calorie diet, high protein diet, or low carb diet with no fat diet, or low fat diet, or high fat diet, keto diet, Atkins diet. These are all diets prevalent in the market. So people follow that and think that it is a easy way to lose weight. Yes, it is easy way. You can do that, but long term won't be there. The thing would be that long term the diet would be harming you. So all these nutrients are a family. So these all are important for the body. So any of the nutrients shouldn't be missed in the diet. So if I want to test my nutritional status, whether I am deficient of any vitamin or mineral or not. So signs of a good nutritional status are shiny hair, clear eyes, smooth skin, alert expression, firm flesh. So most of the people will complain about hair fall, and in our audience also must be. And most of the people complain about the skin problems, hair problems, and also the drowsiness or laziness that I told you that people feel. So that is a sign that you are not nutritionally, having good food. If you are having opposite, symptoms than this picture. So these are the picture will tell you that this is a sign of a good nutritional status. Now, poor nutritional status, if you don't have a proper nutrition, poor physique, less stamina, lifeless hair, dull eyes, slumped posture, fatigue and depression, or overweight or underweight. So, when we take a class, or many students are lying down over the desk, many students are alert. So, this shows the students who are lying on the desk, they will say, ma'am, we didn't have a sleep last night. So it can be a reason for the, dullness or slump posture. But if it is always there, then you have to think about why it is always there. If a person is not active the whole day, that means there is some problem with the nutritional status. Then these are the, food components I'm talking about. How? So that is like being successful is like we achieved our goal, but when you achieve your health, that will make your time, that will make you successful. So first important part is or time management or health management is no. To no to what? No to these things. Somebody had a promotion, they'll bring sweets. Somebody had something, there would be parties, meetings, marriage functions, so simple get-togethers. So we are eating, though unknowingly. And also, if we are happy, we eat, and when we are sad, we don't eat. So this is a psychological response of the brain. So this is, so we say कि क्या हुआ एक pastry I had, or I had a piece of barfi, but that adds to the extra sugar and extra calories that is not required by the body. Sometimes it is okay to have these things, but not all the time. So learn to say no. If it is happening daily, so you can say no. If it is once in a while, then it is okay. Then comes the body composition. So after this, so our body composition is also very important. So body composition is the cells of the body. Cell is the basic structure of life, we all know. In the science we study is the cell. So this cell has a composition according to the nutrition is like lean weight, fat tissue, and water weight. When we do the body composition analysis through biometrical impedance, so what is what it shows? It shows like the values of muscle mass, water weight, and fat tissue. So we get to know ki how much is, and this is formed by your diet, the diet you are taking. तो आपको तभी पता चलेगा जब डाइट आप जो ले रहे हो उसी से पता चलेगा. सो लीन वेट वुड बी हायर इन पीपल, यानी लीन वेट होता है फैट फ्री मास जो कि मसल मास है. दी पीपल हु आर ईटिंग मोर प्रोटीन. फैट टिश्यू directly proportional to fat. Water weight if you are having water or not. So this is the average composition of the body. Muscle tissue is 45% in males and 36% in females. And 12% of essential fat is important in males and 15% in females. Then bones and other organs. So this is all the composition that is made through your diet. And most of the study showed that out of 10 Indians, 9 are hypoproteinemic. Means there is protein deficiency in the body. And we don't know about that, we have protein deficiency. So this muscle tissue which is shown in the diagram is less in the body. A muscle tissue less hai, so what would be the consequences of the muscle tissue lessened in the body? The consequences would be the basal metabolic rate would be less. So basal metabolic rate would be less. So what does that mean? That means more fat would be deposited in the body. अगर मैं एक जनरल लैंग्वेज में बात करूं, so that is if basal metabolic rate is at the pace our organs are working. So our organs are working at what pace is the energy expenditure of the body. So that is the basal metabolic rate of the body. We are consuming calories while we are sitting also. While we are sleeping also we consume calories because our brain is working, heart is working, intestine, digestive system, everything is at work. Our body hasn't stopped. भले आप सो गए हैं but body का काम तो चल रहा है. So that is the basal resting energy expenditure or basal metabolic rate. So we have, if we want to increase that metabolic rate or to consume the calories or to burn the calories, so we need to eat proteins. So protein shouldn't be neglected in the diet. So that is one thing that is very important. So first thing is like protein should be there in the diet. We are the one who make our body composition. हम खुद बनाते हैं and our diet makes it. तो हमारी diet बनाती है क्या body composition होना चाहिए. So then comes the stress factors that affects the body composition. So moderate stress results in emotional eating. Sometimes all of you will relate to my things, like in the audience, whatever you are listening to me. Sometimes you are opening fridge, nothing, you are eating chocolates, whatever is lying in the fridge you will eat. So this is like engagement in the emotional eating, or you are disturbed. So you are eating chocolates, you are eating sweets, you are eating ice creams, and you think that is, helping your body. क्योंकि बॉडी का एक रिस्पॉन्स है. whenever you are in stress, तो बॉडी का रिस्पॉन्स है fight or flight. So this is a response sent by brain. I am in stress. So body को लगेगा I have to fight stress. When body is saying that I have to fight stress, that is brain is saying. So brain will release chemicals or the hormones in such a way that body will start craving or using calories. So in stress, the calories are used in the body. अब आप कहोगे तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, calories use हो गई. But let me tell you, a stress hormone called cortisol would be secreted. When stress hormone cortisol is secreted, so this is a negative hormone that is being secreted, not a positive hormone. So body what will it do? वो stored calories नहीं लेगी. It will start consuming the glucose. Then you will crave for more, something to eat sweet, something calorie rich. So when you eat ice cream in or chocolates in when you are emotionally disturbed, so you feel good क्योंकि instant energy मिली चॉकलेट से, कैंडी से, या फिर आइसक्रीम से, या ब्रेड से, या फिर कुछ भी ऐसी चीज से. तो क्या होगा आपको? यू फील हाइप, और यू टेक इवन कॉफी भी यही काम करती है. सो यू इट इज अ स्टिमुलेंट, तो आपको एकदम से एनर्जी मिली एंड यू फील गुड. तो हमें ऐसा लगता है अब चॉकलेट खा के आई फील गुड, और आइसक्रीम खा के आई एम फीलिंग गुड. एंड योर फ्रेंड्स विल ऑल्सो सजेस्ट यू, अच्छा स्ट्रेस है, टेक आइसक्रीम, यू विल फील गुड, और हैव अ दिस थिंग, you will feel good. So that is not that ice cream is making you feel good. It is the calories that your body is sending the signals that you should eat it. Then severe stress is a condition when appetite shut down. Stress can be in any forms. ऐसा नहीं होता कि a student cannot be in stress, or a children cannot be in stress, or an old person cannot be in stress. Stress is in everybody's life. It is affecting the food. So जो भी आप खा रहे हो, everybody has their problems, so they are in stress. So if you come to a acute, chronic and severe stress में आप आ जाते हो, so severe stress makes your appetite to shut down. You will not eat anything. So when people stop eating under stress is the severe stress condition. Otherwise, the people will eat more and more. When depression patients come to their psychologist, so they recommend the food therapy to them. So that is, food therapy is to provide good amount of food, or the good quality of food, not amount, quality of food, so that the brain releases happy hormones. There are two types of hormones, stress hormones, happy hormones, जिसे हम neurotransmitters भी कहते हैं. So like serotonin is a neurotransmitter, but it is a happy hormone as well. So the person becomes happy as this hormone is secreted. So eating food high in fat, sugar, salt, drinking too much of coffee, these are the symptoms of the emotional eating. Eating fast food, trying dangerous fat diets, if you could be prone to emotional eating. So these are the symptoms of chronic stress. So mindlessly eating, skipping meals, eat fast food in one go. So these are, you have to answer these questions, whether you do it or not. If you are not doing, then you are not in a stage of a chronic stress. Okay. Then stress can lead to headache, backaches, insomnia, irritability, weakened immune system, risk for hypertension or blood pressure. Again, as I talked about COVID-19, so weakened immune system is also one side effect of the stress. The immunity goes down. Risk for hypertension or high blood pressure. So that is also hypertension का भी बहुत risk है. Nowadays, many people come to me for help. I see people taking hypertensive medicines at the age of 32, at the age of 35. So if a person is suffering from hypertension at the age of 35, now you can very well understand that if hypertension can, lead to paralysis attack, to strokes, to heart attacks, to many disorders. So this is what stress does to your body. So during stress, some people eat more, others eat less, still others turn to drugs and alcohol. All of above can lead to imbalance of neurotransmitters, resulting in body and mind functions poorly. So coping with stress is by fewer calories, that leads to lowered thinking ability. Overeating can cause drowsiness and impeded nutrient transport into the brain. Some studies shows that stress can affect the absorption of vitamins and minerals also. So magnesium can be, low in body when stress is there, and mild deficiencies of niacin was also there. So this was all about the stress that is a part of our day-to-day life, and how it affects the eating behavior. When we are stressed, so some people eat and some people do not. So that is the difference in the emotional eating. Now there are principles of eating right. So I am not saying follow a diet plan like you start with this and this, because it is very difficult to follow a particular diet plan. It is not easy for everyone to follow a diet plan, but you can adopt some principles and you can follow these and you will be feeling good about it. Then also you will feel good in your body will respond in a proper manner, the absorption of the nutrients would be high, there will be many benefits. So principle one is never wake up to tea or coffee. So all of us have a habit of having tea or coffee when we wake up in the morning, because we feel low in the morning. So what is this low feeling in the morning? We have dinner at night and we have a gap of 12 hours. So we have low blood glucose levels in our body. So we feel low. So what we feel, कि चाय ले लेंगे, we take coffee and we'll be stimulated and now ready to work. But it is not so, because that is giving sugar through tea or coffee is not the solution. 12 hours is a gap of the meal and our liver wants more nutrients to work or proper metabolism to do what our liver needs proper metabolism in the morning. But giving nicotine or caffeine or tannin is not a solution, because that will damage the liver cells. And most of the Indians, we say we are rich, we have a rich diet in spices, we have herbs, and it is a fact that how much the spices and herbs we use in our Indian diet and food, nobody in the world uses. Then also we have gut issues, we have flatulence, we have many issues related to our digestive system. So why these issues are there? Because we are having curcumin in diet, we are having everything, means haldi हमारे घर में है, black pepper हमारे खाने में है, garam masala है, we are using every kind of herbs, and these have all benefits, large number of benefits, because of these wrong things that we do in daily diet, right? Waking up to tea or coffee. So this will attack your stomach. So stomach acid would be increased in the body. Your liver will get tea to metabolize. So rather giving up nutrients, the liver is removing the tannin and nicotine. Wake up to tea or coffee. So there are many reasons behind it not to take tea or coffee. Okay, so this is like one thing. You don't take tea or coffee when you wake up, and eat real food. If somebody says nahi mujhe khana hi hai, take something with that. Have almonds, have biscuits, or have anything with tea. Don't take alone tea or coffee. Or have some people come to me and say hum to green tea peete hain. So yes, green tea is acceptable, but again the nutrients are missing. We cannot say कि green tea में अगर antioxidants की add हो गई, so antioxidants are there. So they are not sufficient to nourish our body. So what you have to see, you can take again nuts in the morning, or have some fruit with green tea. So these are the best start for a human body. Either green tea के साथ आप fruit ले लो, या nuts and oil seeds ले सकते हो, like almonds, walnuts. Don't take a large number of cashew nuts, because the researches are coming up. Cashew nuts are now good for heart. So I read that research, but it is not so, because they provided cashew nuts like 4 to 6 cashew nuts in a week. Then they are good for heart. Otherwise, the cashew nuts are not very good for the heart muscles. So I cleared the doubt of the tea and antioxidants. And antioxidants also get absorbed in the presence of carbs, protein, and fats. So what nuts have? Almonds, walnuts may small amount of, they have proteins, they have minerals, they have vitamins. So they become a complete food. So nuts aapke complete food hai. Okay, so that is the, when you wake up, you can take them. Then principle 2 is eat every 2 hours. So every 2 hours you have to eat. So but keep away from overeating. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि you take, मैम ने कहा था you have to eat 2 hours, so you are taking big 5 meals a day. Don't do that. Eat 2 hours, but small frequent feeding should be there. When you will eat for every 2 hours, na, you will not overeat. You will not overeat. When overeating happens is when you are starving yourself from food or nutrition. जैसे ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं किया, एग्जाम्पल, तो 12-1 बजे आप ज्यादा खाओगे ही खाओगे. You will eat more and more if you have skipped your breakfast. You have skipped your lunch, so you will be eating anything in the dinner because hunger would be there. So that will lead to overeating. If you are having small frequent feedings like small amount in breakfast, then in the mid morning, then in lunch, then evening tea, then dinner, then you won't be eating in large amounts. Body accepts food, whatever you eat, it accepts. It is a very good machine, it can digest anything. But अगर आप skipping of the meals करेंगे, that would be harmful. So eat every 2 hours, small frequent feedings is the principle. Then there is a diet induced thermogenesis, that is it is simple like calorie burning is when you eat food, like body heat is produced. So when body heat is produced, it is also burning the calories. So eating every 2 hours is burning your calories. Understood? So this is working this way. And not eating is a punishment for the body. For example, if I tell you, most of you, अगर मैं आपको कहूँ कि you have to go to a diet from tomorrow. So it's psychological, there would be a pressure. I have to diet from tomorrow. Okay, I cannot eat this, I cannot eat. People don't see what they can eat. They see what they cannot eat. So that is the thing that you have to see कि diet पे नहीं जाना है. You have to make this as your lifestyle, and it is very simple to follow these steps. It's not very difficult. And whatever goes in your mouth should be healthy. Bas. Means what we crave about is pizzas, burgers, and I'm not against pizzas, burgers. Take in a while, but it is a Western form of diet. It is not an Indian diet. When we mix two kinds of diet and it is not a staple food, we have to see that also. Because see, diet reacts with your genes. आपके genetically क्या है? Grandmother क्या खाती थी आपकी? What grandfathers used to have? खाते थे वो pizza burger? No. Because तब था भी नहीं. This is a Western kind of diet and more food is coming up, pasta, garlic bread. I am not against that. But the problem is with these diets it does not go well with our genes. So that's why the problem is arising, because we are leaving our staple diet behind and following these food products. So coping with the time of your body and also the signals of your body, what your body demands. So that is the thing. Then also watch the symptoms. See, whenever you are ill or whenever you are nutrient deficient, your body will send signals कि अब आप लैक कर रहे हो. हेडेक होगा, बैकएक होगी, you will feel hungry, you will have hunger pangs, or you will have to feel also you will have a appetite of a particular food. जैसे आज मेरा मन है I want to eat paneer, or I want to eat aloo, or I want to eat anything. So this is body demand, and never ignore that habit. Then principle 3 is eat more when you are more active, eat less when you are less active. Simple. But what we do, जब हम एक्टिव होते हैं हम खाते ही नहीं है. जब हम घर पे छुट्टी में होते हैं we eat and eat and eat. आज तो छुट्टी है, आज तो हम ये भी बनाएंगे, आज तो हम ये भी बनाएंगे, ये भी खाएंगे. और Saturdays and Sundays we are like overloading ourselves क्योंकि weekend है. So we will eat more, but we are less active. So this is the rule that when you are active you should eat more. When you are not active, don't eat more. So have parties on weekdays instead of the weekends. So this is principle 3. So this is like act of sitting also I have told you already, that is burning calories. So your stomach would be adjusted to these demands as you change your habits. Then principle 4 is also very simple. Finish your last meal at least 2 hours prior to sleeping. So these are, you must have heard also. ये आपने पहले भी सुने होंगे कि 2 घंटे पहले खाना खा लेना चाहिए. नई चीज नहीं मैं बता रही हूँ. But what I want to convey is कि 2 घंटे पहले तो खा लो, but never eat while watching TV or doing anything else, or having the mobile phone in the hand, Facebook चल रहा है, or any scrolling you are doing and you are eating food. Because one thing, the portion size is not calculated when you are watching something else. Second, that food, if you don't chew your food properly, if you don't feel your food properly, what you are eating, then the nutrition won't be provided to the body, because you have to, and brain will send signals ki aur khalo aur khalo aur khalo, so because brain would not be satisfied. So brain should have the signal of satiety that yes, the food is finished. तो अब पेट भर गया है, सो ब्रेन हैज टू सेंड सिग्नल्स, बट हमारा ब्रेन तो लगा हुआ है, वी आर हैविंग दी वीडियोस देख रहे हैं, वी आर डूइंग द टीवी, और वी आर चैटिंग, और वी आर नॉट कॉन्सेंट्रेटिंग ओवर द फूड. सो इन दी ओल्डर सेइंग है, एक भोजन एंड भजन एकांत में, बट वी डोंट डू दैट. अब हमारा सिस्टम है कि हम वी डू अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स व्हाइल ईटिंग फूड, so don't do that, because then the concentration is not over the food. Then in the night also, while and have a light dinner. That is not that dinner should be really light, it shouldn't be a heavy one. अब heavy और light की definition क्या है? This is also very important. For example, a normal person eats 2 chapatis in a lunch, so in dinner take it 1. Or either miss the cereal part in the dinner, have pulses, have salads, have grilled chicken, grilled sandwiches, or you can replace your, it is not necessary that roti sabji khani zaruri hai. You can have soups, you can have salads, you can have milk options. So there are ample of light dinners that are available, or you simple have 1 cereal, 1 chapati and sabzi and dal. So don't have a, this is the definition of heavy dinner. Pehle tha the plate should be full. There was a plate concept. Now the concept is of 3 things in a plate, either roti, sabzi and curd, or either have dal, roti or salad. Don't combine 2 proteins. वैसे कोई नुकसान नहीं है प्रोटीन कंबाइन करने में, but at night I will say avoid having those. आप लेते भी रहोगे तो कोई नुकसान नहीं है उसका, but when you combine 2 proteins, it can delaying the digestive process. So you have to just make your dinner lighter. Then another thing people do is coffee and tea they take post dinner, like they have coffee or tea and after dinner they take it. So that is also very fatal, because the iron and calcium is not absorbed when tea and coffee is combined, because tea, coffee makes your stomach acidic and you will wake up bloated and constipated. Further, there would be low levels of calcium, iron and fat burning suffers when you take coffee and tea post dinner. So after waking in the morning, so check the color of your tongue. It would be light yellow to dark brown. These are toxins settled on your tongue after your night sleep. So still want that coffee? That is a question. So this is what tea, coffee does, and many people has this habit and of having tea, coffee post dinner. Now in India, the anemia cases are increasing day by day. So anemia is increasing, that is the iron deficiency anemia. And a lot of government works and projects are going on over anemia. So why we are not able to eradicate it? Or there are many anemia prevention control program, or government distributes the iron tablets and many things. Because iron is one mineral that has a problem with absorption. So if anything contradictory to iron you are having in the food, so it will not be absorbed. So what we have to do is to get the iron absorbed in the body, have vitamin C with that iron. Okay, so that is important. So vitamin C enhances the iron absorption. Then this is the very important part. When the desserts or ice creams are to be eaten, so that is dinner itself is the meal, so it increases the glycemic load of the body. And when you eat desserts and ice creams after the dinner, so it increases the glycemic load. So once in a while it is okay, but daily don't do that, that you eat something sweet after the dinner. So many people has this habit, because eating these things between the meals you can eat them, and also eating these things post dinner will increase the glucose level, that is the glycemic load. And the more the glucose in the body, more the fat in the body. So that is the directly proportional relation, what I'll say. So this is like a sample diet plan that I'm showing you, that you can start your day with the fruit or nuts. You can, I have told you already. Then breakfast should be a traditional healthy meal, whatever your staple diet is, upma, idli, dosa, puri, bhaji, aloo paratha, you can have anything. If you are a normal person, you don't have any disorders like hypertension, or you don't want to lose weight, or you are not a cardiovascular disease nahi hai, koi diabetes nahi hai, so you can have all these things. I recommend to a normal person all these things. Mid meal is peanuts, cheese, nuts, milk, yogurt, soy milk, whey protein shakes, anything can be taken. So these are rich in proteins which stabilize the blood sugar and help you to think faster and support sedentary activities without getting converted to fat. Okay. Then the lunch should be roti, sabzi, dal or rice, curd and sabzi, full lunch. Evening tea is chach, 1-2 biscuits or options, or dinner roti, sabji, dal, and this can be repeated. Fruit desserts, laddus are a strict no to post lunch and dinner. Now many of you will ask when to eat laddus and these desserts. You can have in the evening time, you can have in the mid morning time, but again the conditions apply. So that is the terms and conditions apply with the nutrition menu, because everybody's body is different, everybody body reacts to the different reacts to every meal differently. जैसे कि many people say कि ये बहुत, for example 2 people, one eats more and more, कुछ भी खाता है वो, they doesn't gain weight. One people is like, one person is eating nothing, eating very less, but weight gain is like this, increasing. The person is fat. What is that? That is a simple answer is in the genes. Genetically fat cells होते हैं हम सबकी body में. So it is in the larger numbers also and in the small numbers also. The people who are eating more and doesn't get fat are the people who have this thing, fat cells are less, and the people whose fat cells are more will be fat, because fat cells have tendency to be filled in fat. So this is the main science behind जिसे हम fat cell theory भी कहते हैं, behind this. So I will say that eat well plate is like you have to divide your portion control and eat healthy, but in a limited amount. So healthy eating भी ये नहीं है कि you take 1 kg of fruits at a time. That is also not recommended. So because that is also sugar, mind it. अगर पानी अच्छा है या fruits अच्छा है तो don't overload your body. I have seen people drinking 5 liters of water. क्यों पीना है? Kidney overload हो रही है. Don't do that. It is not required. Similarly, don't have a lot of fruits के बहुत अच्छी diet है हमारी, fiber हो जाएगा. Yes, it is. But it is a fructose in the end. वो भी sugar है. So if you are loading yourself with fruits also, na, have one portion of food at a time, like 1 apple at a time sufficient, or 1 bowl of mixed fruit is sufficient. 1 bowl, medium bowl, not very large, or have 1 banana at a time. It is okay. 2 bananas is also okay. Or papaya आप खा सकते हो 1/4. So that is, portion should be there. कोई healthy है चीज, so it shouldn't be like eating on and on and on. So this is like you can start anytime with these tips. And also nutrition is a growing field nowadays, and it is growing. Like we started in MIT in 2011, and now we have come a long way. So 10 years now we have started this department. We have bachelor's program, master's program, PhD program in dietetics and applied nutrition. So, and also many universities offer that. So if you have any queries regarding that also, so you are welcome for that. So thank you very much. I am finished with my lecture and I am open to the questions now.
Thank you, ma'am. So with very lucid language, you make us understand the basics of healthy life. So if anyone is having any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. So, ma'am, one question I have, that fasting, many people does fasting. So how much that fasting will be helpful to maintain a healthy life?
Fasting, not very often you should do fasting, because your metabolism slows down when you fast. So very often I don't recommend the fasting. In a month, 1 fast is okay according to the science what it says. And more I have seen people keeping fast every week, and 2 days in a week. it is just slowing down the basal metabolic rate of the body, and also it is not very good for the body.
Thank you, ma'am. So if anyone is having any question, you can ask. You can write your question also.
Yeah, good afternoon, madam.
Good
Hello, madam.
afternoon.
Yeah, actually, I have only one question. Actually, I think you of course know about intermittent fasting. Just same the question. So, do you think intermittent fasting is really helpful for us?
Yes, intermittent fasting comes in 3 phases. Like
Okay.
16 hours you can fast, and 8 hours is the window. 14 to 10 is there, and 20 to 4 ratio is there. So intermittent fasting has, many benefits also. But for long durations, I won't recommend that you should follow that. For 6 months, for 7 months, it's okay. See, intermittent fasting is a type of lifestyle that people adopt.
Yes,
That
yes,
is, for 16 hours you do not eat anything, and 8 hours you eat. But
yes,
sometimes it yields to the binge eating. Binge
yes,
eating means a psychological disorder that you eat a large amount of food at one time. And
yes,
also when you are fasting, so psychologically the in intermittent fasting, no doubt your hunger reduces. You drink a lot of water because it has many benefits also that are proven also. And to reduce weight, it is one way. And but in long duration, don't do any type of fasting or any type of diet for
okay,
long durations. So it has some negative impacts also.
negative.
In
So
the
we can follow up to 6 months. Up to
yes,
6 months we can
7 months.
follow.
Yes. But under the supervision, what I'll suggest of a
Okay.
dietitian, yeah, I'll suggest
Okay.
that.
Sure. 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 Thank you. Thank you, madam.
Ma'am, you are not audible. Please kindly unmute yourself.
I am unmute.
No, Soma ma'am. Soma ma'am, you are not audible.
Ma'am,
Okay, so we are having one question in the chat box. So someone is asking if any women have PCOD for that reason, they become gets fat. So how to control it except medicine?
see, polycystic ovarian disease is very common in girls, so it causes insulin resistance in the body. So let me explain you in a very simple language. Insulin resistance is insulin is one hormone that transports the glucose in the body. So your body becomes insulin resistant when the ovaries have a large number of eggs that are follicles are being formed. So that is PCOD. So when insulin is not uptaken, so a condition like a diabetes mellitus occur in the body. So that's why an individual gains the weight in PCOD. So it is just a lifestyle modification in PCOD that you have to do. Have a low carbohydrate diet. If you are having carbohydrates, have complex carbohydrates like whole pulses, whole cereals. So whole jitna bhi aap loge fruits and vegetables that are like citrus fruits and vegetables, and have a focus on reduction of the weight. So like I have given you tips in my presentation, so you can follow that and you can easily lose weight. If you make your dinner the lightest, then it will help you to lose more weight. And PCOD is directly proportional to the weight gain, and weight gain leads to PCOD. So it is both ways. So PCOD can is be treated. I was once a patient of PCOD, but through lifestyle modification, you can change it completely. So it can be cured. There is no issue in curing of the PCOD. Have high protein diet. Protein should be from the salmon, tuna, or low fat proteins. A besan is paneer is very high fat when full cream milk se aap banao. So have low fat paneer. You can have the cheese. Cheddar cheese has less, So these are some protein, or eggs you can have without yolk. So these are high protein diet pe aap aa jao. PCOD can be cured, no problem. And also you can consult someone for this, for the proper diet plan.
Good evening, ma'am. Are you
Very good.
audible, ma'am? Yes. So I just want to say that green tea, it is a very good antioxidant, and we know it is a very great beverage for our lifestyle disease like diabetes and all. But I found that some people, they get confusion. They believe that drinking green tea early in the morning after waking up, so it gives us very high level of antioxidant and all we get. So is it correct, or we have to what is the actually recommended time for this consumption of green tea? And actual dosage, I find very people are confusing. They take 2 or 3 cups. So is it harmful or it is benefit, ma'am? So if you kindly address it.
See, in the market nowadays, many types of green tea are
Yeah,
available. Many herbs are being used in making the green tea. There are chamomile, tulsi, ginger. There are many extracts are
many
there.
types it has
Yeah,
come.
many types. See, already these herbs have very good, antioxidant properties. So they are selling like a green tea. Even I will recommend कि अगर आपको green tea नहीं तो आप ginger even पानी में भी ले सकते हो, herbs उबाल के ले सकते हो. So that is another thing. So it would be antioxidant rich. There is as such no dosage for the green tea, but again the antioxidants only get absorbed in presence of the carbs and proteins. तो अगर आप ग्रीन टी के साथ खाली ग्रीन टी ले रहे हो सुबह उठ के, सो दैट इज नॉट बेनिफिशियल. एंड
That is
ऑल्सो
not.
yes, you have to take some fruits or nuts with that. I will not recommend biscuits because I don't recommend any bakery product because they are not very good for health. So green tea is beneficial to health, but again, simple having green tea won't help unless and until our whole diet is,
Not
very good.
managed. Yeah.
People, what they do, they have green tea with paratha, so that is not beneficial, or chole bhature, so that is not beneficial. You have to control your whole diet, whole day's diet. So then the green tea is beneficial definitely. And as we are using many herbs, as like in my lecture also I told that we are already using spices and herbs in our daily cooking. हम cooking में डालते ही हैं बहुत कुछ already. So that is actually not required also. But there
Not
is
really.
nowadays कि green tea ले लो, गर्म पानी चला जाएगा. That is the thing. So you can have it. It has no harmful effects, but it is not mandatory also to take green tea.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, I myself Dr. Bitasta Mandal, and I have one question that it is normally said, I have heard this many times, that vegetarian versus non-vegetarian. So those who are taking more of the non-vegetarian diet, their life longevity is less compared to those having vegetarian. So ma'am, how far this is true? Is this a myth or is this a fact?
This is a myth completely, because some of the Western countries completely rely on non-vegetarian diet. So there is no life expectancy question over there. So there are, nowadays some people are advocating the plant-based diets and vegan diets. So they say that non-veg people will, have many problems. The non-vegetarian has a problem when you combine it with alcohol. Again, I'm saying the food interactions or food combinations are very important. अलोन नॉनवेज डाइट अगर आप मान लीजिए खाने में आप खा रहे हैं तो कोई इशू ही नहीं है. बट एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू आर टेकिंग डेली द चिकन विद द अल्कोहल, तो दैट इज अ फेटल कॉम्बिनेशन. तो इस तरह के लोगों की लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी जरूर इट इज रिड्यूस्ड. बट इफ नॉन वेजिटेरियन इज फुल ऑफ आयरन, फुल ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स, फुल ऑफ प्रोटीन्स, so and the non-vegetarian food is a kind of food you are opting out, like you are opting for salmon, tuna, फिश ले रहे हो आप, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है उसमें, बिकॉज इट इज ओमेगा 3 रिच. हाँ, आप मटन ले रहे हैं, यू आर हैविंग अ हाई फैट, या पिग मीट आप पोर्क लेते हैं, तो दैट इज समवॉट हाई इन फैट, सो हम इसलिए मना करते हैं. लेकिन फॉर चिकन एंड फिश, पोल्ट्री के लिए तो कोई ऐसी रेस्ट्रिक्शंस है ही नहीं. So that is the how you are combining your food, what you are eating with, that matters, and it is not related. And बहुत सारे reason है life expectancy के लिए. Alone non-veg को भी cannot blame. No, not at all. It is a myth completely.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your talk. So now I would like to request Dr. Vitasta Mandal to present the certificate of gratitude to ma'am.
Yes, Pratibha ma'am, just give me 1 minute to share the screen. Ma'am, is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, ma'am, this is a small token of gratitude from us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bitasta ma'am. So now it's time to conclude the session. For giving the vote of thanks, I would like to call Dr. Partho Roy, sir.
Pratibha. Uh, uh, Good afternoon, ma'am. Very intelligent and very, what do you say, very lucid talk from you. Actually, this is the first ever I think I attended a talk on food and nutrition. So we are very happy to have you amongst us who are one of the leading, you belong to one of the leading institutions, and we are slowly merging into food and nutrition right now, our department. So, and your talk was very much interesting because it started, if a person wants to build up a sentence starting from the alphabet, what even you to showed us the diet chart, that's very important. But what I really gather from the talk is how these lifestyle changes can actually affect our day-to-day well-being. That's a very major thing that you pointed out. And I believe that more and more, especially the students who are there, as well as the delegates who are attending this talk, more and more our mindset changes by hearing the awareness programs from yours, for people like you. Then only I think we'll be able to cope up, we change our diet, maybe add something to our daily routine, exercises and all that, so that we can actually cross over certain diseases, especially what Soma madam was asking, like lifestyle diseases like diabetes. Even if we add maybe a 30 minutes brisk walk along with a proper control of our diet, maybe we can cover up these kind of diseases. So thank you, madam, from our side. And we'd like to also welcome you if you have time to visit our campus once. And we are slowly starting our program on food and nutrition. So definitely we'll need your guidance to move ahead. And thank you from all of us from Adams University. Thank you, ma'am.
Anytime, anytime. And in the end, I want to thank Dr. Sandeep and Dr. Deepak also, who contacted me for this talk, and also the Adams University, that you considered me as a guest speaker. So thank you all of you, and thank you for listening me patiently. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for being with us. So we will be having many more sessions with you in future. So thank you all for joining. So with this, we have ended our session here only. Thank you.